What's up, beautiful people? How are you guys doing? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Dan, and I have 10 minutes to film this video, so I'm gonna be very fast with this review. I'm gonna show you guys my new favorite sunscreen, which is this one from Bioderma. It's the Bioderma Photoderm XDefense Ultra Fluid SPF50 Plus. The names are getting longer and longer, right? This is amazing, and along with the La Roche-Posay, these are probably going to be my most used sunscreens this summer. Amazing sunscreens. Before I start, consider following me on Instagram, subscribe to this channel for more skincare content, check out my Patreon in case you want to help support the channel, and I have a TikTok account, check it out. So I'm going to start as always with the packaging. We have a nice tube, I guess. Very easy to use, very easy to open up. You have to shake it before applying it, they say here on the package you have to do that. Very important because it's a very fluid sunscreen. For price, this one is 16 euros, so around $18 I guess, for 40 ml only. 40 ml only, which is, it's kind of a bummer. This is gonna last me probably around a month if I don't reapply. If I don't reapply, but you have to reapply, even though I do it very rarely because I'm mostly indoors. In terms of irritating ingredients, this one is alcohol-free. Amazing texture for being an alcohol-free sunscreen, but it does have fragrance. It's a nice light floral fragrance, I guess. I don't mind it, but if you have a fragrance allergy, you have to skip this one most probably. It's not fungal acne safe, but it does have only one fungal acne triggering ingredient. It's the polysorbate 60. Not the most problematic, it's pretty low on the ingredient list. Still, if you were very prone to fungal acne, pay attention to this one. I never had any problem with it. Even though it's a pretty new sunscreen, it was released like 2 months ago. So it's very new, but it became one of my favorites. When it comes to the UV filters in this one, we have Tinosorb S, Able Benzone, which is an old generation filter. It's a very good one, but it's still an old generation filter. And Uvinol A+. So all the three filters, all of them provide UVA protection. It's interesting that only Tinosorb S provides UVB protection in this one. Somehow they still achieve the SPF50 plus. So they use a pretty high amount of it because it's like very high up in the ingredient. This is the first filter. Yeah, interesting. Very high UVA protection of 39.5. For this texture, this is amazing. I've never encountered anything like this. A UVA protection of 40, and to feel this lightweight and this dry touch and not shiny, it's incredible. So those are the filters. When you have some experience with the product, the ingredient list, I guess I'm gonna include the video here so you guys can see how it applies, how it looks like on my skin. But this is like a very fluid sunscreen. It's very runny, kind of like a La Roche-Posay sunscreen. As you can see here, it applies beautifully on the skin. It dries down instantly. While applying it, you can feel it drying down. You don't have a lot of time to rub it in, which I love. Well, it depends on the skincare you applied before that. But if you don't apply any skincare, if you just apply the sunscreen, it dries down instantly, very fast. Doesn't bother my eyes. It leaves not a matte finish, not a semi-matte finish. It's kind of like a natural finish. But this one is definitely the least shiny sunscreen I've tried in the UVA 40 range. UVA 40 and higher. It's incredible. That's kind of like a natural finish on my skin. I am oily, so keep that in mind. But it feels so dry touch, like you don't, even after applying it, I feel my hands being kind of like powdery. It's very interesting. I don't know how they achieve this extremely beautiful texture considering this one has no alcohol. I'm looking at La Roche-Posay now because they use a lot of alcohol, a lot of silica, which this one also has from the Bioderma. That's the ingredient that's going to mattify the sunscreen, make it less shiny. But somehow this has a way better texture than the La Roche-Posay one. Like, even though they did achieve a very nice texture on this specific one, the newest one, this is like miles better. It feels incredible. Like, even though it's so pricey, I'm still gonna repurchase it because of how it feels. Just so nice on the skin. Doesn't bother my eyes, like I said. No white cast with this one on my skin tone. I don't think it's gonna have any white cast on even on people with a darker complexion. Maybe like a very dark complexion, that silica might be a little bit problematic, but on my skin I haven't noticed anything. On some websites they do say this one is water resistant. On their official website they say nothing about being water resistant, so I'm pretty sure it is water resistant based on my UV camera also, but I don't know why they are not advertising that on their own website. Kind of weird. But if you guys know more about that, let me know in the comments below. And what else? I think that's it. This one has, when it comes to the other ingredients in the sunscreen, it has some ectoin, which is a really nice antioxidant, very good for soothing your skin. Some glycerin, some other nice humectants like xylitol. I think it has the entire aquaxyl complex, I'm not sure about that. You have to use it in 6 months, but considering how small this one is, you are gonna use it. I'm still kind of mad they are reducing the size and keeping the price of all these new sunscreens. There's a lot of new sunscreens with only 40 ml of product. It's bothering me. It's bothering me because you have to use a lot of sunscreen. And by the way, speaking of, I use around 22 drops. I measured with my spoon, so it's around 22 drops for this one, for 1.25 ml. Because the La Roche-Posay one, you have to use around 35 drops. So there is a discrepancy here, even though both of these are very liquidy, very fluidy. And I guess that's it. That's it, guys. Stay tuned for my top 10 sunscreens next week. I'm gonna post that. I tried around 30 new sunscreens, and I'm gonna post my top 10 next week. So stay tuned for that. It's gonna be interesting. Love you all. See you on my next video. Bye.